You are just in time for What's Hot, where we talk about the stories that have everybody talking.
Today we're joined by Klein from Boelter+Lincoln. Jeff Wagner back with us also. Things are starting to calm down today at Children's Hospital after a felon was shot by police. Ashanti Hendricks went into the hospital to see a baby, but had a gun on him. He ran from police once they approached him, also pointed a gun at them. Should there be metal detectors at hospitals? I mean, of course, the question raised, what was he doing in the NATO unit with a loaded gun, a high-powered weapon?
I think it's only natural now to have protection like metal detectors at hospitals. I mean, there has been more than one incident where people have taken guns into a hospital and tried to start, an issue. So this is just another example of that. I think it's time that they step up and implement them.
Well, see, I just don't know that I think that that's practical at all. I mean, you take these big hospitals, they've got tons of entrances and exits, and it's not just a matter of putting in a metal detector. What you have to do is you have to have security people that are there watching it. They do have a security presence at these hospitals. People have to sign in and sign out, and I guess I'm always concerned about overreacting to a situation. This was a horrible situation, don't mean to downplay it, but statistically it doesn't happen very much.
But look, we're putting metal detectors in schools and shopping centers and everything else these days. Why isn't a hospital top of that list? There's lives at stake. There's really sophisticated protocol and security systems in place to deal with situations like what happened yesterday. Wouldn't the next logical step be to implement metal detectors?
Well, I mean, I think that's the fundamental question we have to deal with. I mean, we're really not. I mean, I don't know about you, Katie. The shopping malls I go to don't have metal detectors up.
Well,
I mean, maybe you're going to a different type
Wherever
of place.
there's a deal, Jeff.
But still, as a general rule, we haven't crossed over to that threshold yet to say we're going to do this. And I'll be honest with you, sometimes I think that gives a false sense of security because, again, there's all these different entrances. If somebody really wanted to get a gun in here. Now, the good news here is this guy just appears to be a punk and a thug who didn't take the gun there for the purpose of doing bad things. He just had a gun with him because he's a punk and a thug.
Because he's a punk and a thug.
Right.
Yeah.
I think it should be there, but that's just me.
All right. Coming up next, we will reveal the viewer's choice topic of the day. And Mr. Brian Goddard will be back with your check on the weekend weather.
This topic of the day.
Again, we are joined by Klein and Mr. Jeff Wagner from 620 WTMJ. A judge in Connecticut trying to decide if the 911 tapes from the Sandy Hook school shooting should be released. The Associated Press has requested these tapes be released so the public can judge police response. The state attorney argues those tapes are too gruesome. What do we think? Should they be released?
No. I don't believe that. This is part of the media. I understand they want to get viewers, they want to get listeners, you want to sell newspapers. I get all that. This isn't about police response. This is, hey, these are these things. They are gruesome. People will be morbidly fascinated. I don't need to hear kids shot. I just don't need to hear it.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate the Freedom of Information Act and, the information you can gather under that. But I agree with Jeff. I think just putting this out there is opening up a very large and very open wound as it is right now, and it'll just make it worse. And there's just some things, and children being one of them, that you don't necessarily need to publicize, especially when they're suffering in a situation
Have we heard? I know Columbine. Some were released.
We heard some of that.
It's just some, yeah.
I know there's a difference in age.
Does it make a difference here because these are little kids?
High school versus...
They're defenseless, They really have no mechanism to fend for themselves, unfortunately, in this situation. And I just... No.
Well, I don't like the way that I don't like the way the AP based it on police response because I don't remember that ever coming up as being an issue.
Right. I mean, see, there are reasons. If there was a different reason, if there was some overriding issue, something in the public interest that maybe you need because you really want to evaluate it, but that's not what this is. This is about let's get them because we know that people are going to be fascinated by them, morbidly so.
Right.
I don't think you need it.
Nope. I completely agree with you, Jeff.
All right, lightning round time now.
Don't like your bike helmet, but you're still worried about safety. Look at that. You could have that on your head. A new way to stay safe. The invisible bike helmet. You wear it around your neck. It has sensors, so hidden airbag inflates whenever you get in a crash. Watch it in action right here. Here it goes.
Boom.
Nice. It's an airbag for your head.
Katie, best thing for you. This is a way to be. This is a way to be protected on your bike without mussing up your do.
Now, Katie needs one of the full body ones.
This is very true, Courtney. You hit the nail on the head because I'm very clumsy. Like, I can fall from a chair, and I do fall out of my chair from time to time. So I would like a full body suit. So I would definitely wear this. I would give it a try and, you know, put some YouTube videos out there.
Okay, I got 2 Jimmy Buffett songs for Friday.
2 of
them?
them?
Right, 2 of them. First of all, we're talking about Katie and klutziness and stuff. I don't care. Don't believe that at home. She's the hula girl at heart. In a world that needs more dancing, that's a hula girl at heart. Okay,
yay.
that's song number 1. Song number 2, though, it's a big old goofy world. I'm sorry. You know, can you imagine you're riding down the street, and what about these inadvertent deployments? All of a sudden, this thing goes off. It's like, what the heck was
And then
that?
causes you to crash.
Yeah,
Or like
you
a
hit
big
that
gust
bump.
of wind, and all of a sudden, boom, this thing just blows up on your head. I think it would be hysterical.
What
I'd
if,
probably
what if
crash
you
the car.
don't, so here's the question, what if you don't actually hit something? I mean, a lot of, you know, cyclists clip in, and there's a thing called clip tip where your center of balance goes and you just kind of tip.
Yeah,
Well, at
or
least
you
your
hit
head's
some big
protected.
bump or something, boom, all of a sudden, it's going to, you know.
I just need an inflatable bubble. And I think this is the answer to that.
All right, here's my answer. Bubble wrap.
Oh, I've tried it. It doesn't work.
Wrap everything, everybody in bubble wrap.
Got her, seen
We'll
it.
all be
I've tried
safe.
it.
Katie, pictures.
Pictures or it didn't happen, huh? I'm not giving them to you.
The What's Hot discussion will continue online. Maybe we'll even put some pictures up there. TMJ4.com/hot. Katie's got the giggles.
Absolutely. That's our hula girl at heart.
Coming up, Storm Team 4.